Hey everybody, in this video, I'm going to continue our analysis of the baseline that we began last time. And if you recall, we can bring this back up, that we looked at outlying data and stability of the baseline in terms of SD1 and SD2 band graphs. And we looked for a significant trend in client X's baseline behavior. And what we found was, if at all possible, we would continue collecting baseline data until we had at least 2/3 within one standard deviation. We had all our data within 2 standard deviations, so it's not terribly worrisome. We also found that there was a downward trend in his or her baseline data, but it was not a significant trend. And I'm going to continue this video by looking at the level of autocorrelation of client X's baseline behavior. So I'm going to annotate my script. Whoops. Got to make sure my cursor's in here. And assess level of autocorrelation. And the command that we're going to use is abrf2, but then the parameters that come after that in the parentheses are exactly the same as what we have with aregress. So because we know that aregress is working fine, that command, I'm going to simply copy that here and change aregress to abrf2, and that will minimize our typographical errors. Okay, I'm going to run this. And let's see what we've got here. We see this downward line. We're going to look at this to begin with. And we see that first of all, according to what we have discussed in class, this autocorrelation is relatively high. So it's 0.675. And so we want to be concerned with this autocorrelation. Since it is high, now if it wasn't high, we wouldn't have to do that. We would just stop there. The question is, since it is high, is it significant? And here we're going to look at the significance of the RF2. And we see that this is well above our 0.05 threshold. So even though we observe a high level of autocorrelation, it's not significant. And so at least for now, we can assume that the observations in the baseline are independent of one another. So if this had been significant, so if it had been like 0.0459, we would say, well, the autocorrelation is high, same interpretation of the RF2, but it is likely that this didn't happen by some chance, in terms of data collection. It would be significant, and so we would have to figure out how to analyze our data when we're comparing our baseline to our intervention, because the autocorrelation was significant. But that's not in this case, so we really don't have to bother ourselves with that. And I hope you found this video helpful.